Hi everyone, it's Max from the Juice of Melbourne Facebook group, and I'm here with Sharon Lowe from the Social Blueprint. Welcome, Sharon.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. I've been looking at this project, and I've always wondered, wanted to know a little bit more about it because it seems like a really cool, not-for-profit organization.
Yeah, so we started it up last year. It was actually based from an internal project being done at Sea Care that I was working on. And last year, with the doubling of our recipient base, we had a whole lot of recipients basically asking our volunteers and our staff members for other resources in the community. Luckily enough, or sadly enough, whichever way you want to take it, they had never had to ask for help before. And obviously it's embarrassing, it's humiliating, and it takes a lot of courage to actually ask for help and take that first step. And obviously they're comfortable enough with our staff and volunteers, and they actually did ask for help. But in the meantime, our staff was looking for resources in the community that was easy to look up and to find the exact kind of help needing. We've got recipients from young families all the way through to the elderly. So it's a huge cross-section of the community, and also to be across all of it is a lot for organisations.
Yeah, because there's so many amazing charities in Melbourne, but it's kind of like a bit like what does what? How do I find the help for this or this specific thing? And so that's all on there.
And unless you know you've specifically come across it through a friend or a family member or someone that works in an organisation, there are so many amazing not-for-profits as well as for-profits that do incredible things, and we don't know about them otherwise. So we tried to make it easy for our staff members who were being overwhelmed with questions, and Shlomo, Rifki and I had started putting together a cheat sheet internally, and while we're talking to other organisations, they were asking if we could share the data with them. And so that's where the Social Blueprint was born.
It's really interesting because if you're searching for things on Facebook or on Google, there's just a lot of information, and also some non-Jewish, charities that can help as well. But that's
Absolutely.
really interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of great non-Jewish organisations that fill in the voids of what internally and within the Jewish community we don't cover, or some people don't actually want to go to people that they know and are more comfortable with those that they don't know. So on the Blueprint, we have included both Jewish and non-Jewish organisations.
That's awesome. How many organizations do you have on the Blueprint right now?
Last check a few days ago, there were over 400 signed up organizations. Yeah.
That's a lot of resources.
It is, but I know that there are a lot more out there in the community, and we'd love them to join up as well. It's free to sign up and for them to be there. We just want to really create a community hub that caters for everyone in the community, the whole cross section. So come on board.
That's good too. I'm just going to bring up the website here, so anyone can join and add their not-for-profit, or add their charity or organization to the Blueprint, and so you can search for the for-profit or not-for-profit, which is a really cool filter, and you've got the community spaces. You've also got businesses here. So can you talk a bit about the business side of it?
Yeah, so the site really, where it started off as just being an aid resource, it's evolved with requests from various people in the community. I should mention that we did have about 20 different organisations and individuals on board that helped us do the categories and subcategories and filters and everything, really in their area of expertise. I'm certainly not an expert in most of these areas, so we really drew on the experts within our community. And that's how we came up with all the categories, subcategories. With that also, we got other requests for to have the events section on the site as well as the business section too. And it's really about the community supporting each other, and that's why the business component on there, and the calendar of events of what's going on in the community, and you can filter on the sides as well and see what's going on, and hopefully come across some unique events on there that you wouldn't know about otherwise. So we really hope that it is a central spot for our community.
That's super cool. I think that it's going to be really useful because there's just so much going on some other sites like Facebook, and discoverability is really hard. and this is going to be like a specialized hub. I think that's really interesting, and for Melbourne, for the Melbourne community. Is it Victoria or Melbourne?
Well, it is Victoria. We do have some organisations that do cover all of Victoria in there as well, and it is specifically Victorian focused at the moment.
That's awesome. So if you want to get involved, if you want assistance, you just go to the socialblueprint.org.au. That's the website, and that's
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going to put a link to that on the Juice of Melbourne. I reckon everyone should check it out because it's a great resource for the community. And I wanted to thank Sharon for coming in and telling us a bit more about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Okay. We'll share this video with your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm going to end the live.